Alright, people have been asking me to do a commentary on the Teemo gameplay, so this is going to be my first one. It's going to be a short one, it's not going to be the full game, but I am going to be versus Fiora, and she can be very, very annoying. I actually thought that I was going to lose my top this time, but it turned out pretty good until the end of the game. Um, yeah, Italy kept disconnecting, things like that, so it started out great, then it started falling apart late game. Anyway, I'll be explaining to you guys step by step and as I'm going through the game, why I'm doing what I'm doing, and hopefully it'll help. Yeah, there's nothing nobody could have done really about this. They probably knew that he's going to be going red, so they decided to take advantage of it. Maybe if everybody went to the bushes quick enough, could have prevented it from happening, but people took their time. That's why I try to buy everything really quick, so that when the barriers go down, I can just immediately go to the bush and scout if anybody's gonna try to invade. You should always be expecting something to happen. So this Fiora, she was pretty aggressive, as you can see in a little bit, and I don't know how to explain this. So it's that shield that she's got. You're gonna try to avoid it. See how she's really aggressive at the beginning. So I'm still not gonna back off. I'm gonna try to poke as much as I can. But at the same time, you're gonna want to get every creep. So you don't want to poke too much to the point where you're missing creep. So you're gonna try to balance it out as much as you can, of course. But keep poking it, because a little bit stacks up with that poison. It's crazy. See, like I tried to Q, but she's so fast. I keep misclicking. I need to work on that, I guess. But you're gonna want to blind her as soon as you can. When she dashes for you like that, you're gonna blind her immediately. Cause she missed like 3 hits or so. And at this point, when you're this low, and she's kind of low, or whoever you're top against, you're gonna want to laugh at them, try to piss them off so they can dive you under the tower. Usually you can get a kill really easily. Yeah, see here I missed it and I made a mistake. I should have gotten my W first instead of my E. Then maybe I could have chased her down, and I didn't initiate fast enough. We could have gotten her. But things like that happen, you shouldn't like get mad or try to go balls deep, because as you can see, Fiddlesticks is right there. So if I'd have won chasing her, probably would have ended up dead. You want to play really safe with Teemo, because with this build, he's so fragile. 30 magic resist, 39 armor. You can get one shot it easily. Mid game, late game. And even early game, you saw how much damage Fiora was doing to me. But you want to get more damage than hurt, if that makes sense. And you want to shut her down early. You want to keep poking her as much as you can so that she can't get too much CS, And that's pretty much it. I mean, you just have to poke and poke and poke. But it's that shield, so you don't want to juke her. kind of try to think that you're gonna hit her, but you're not gonna hit her. That way she activates the shield and wastes it. And right after that, you can go for it and get a few hits in. You're gonna be clicking on her, and then you're gonna click back as soon as you're about to hit. See, she made the mistake of diving me right here with all the creep that I have, and especially this early. You know, you're level 5. The creep does a lot of damage. So when things like that happen, you wanna try to bait them when you have a huge creep wave right behind you, because if they underestimate the creep, they're gonna dive you, and you're probably gonna end up winning. And now she's doing quite a bit of damage to me, so I decided to get a little bit more health. A lot of people will be asking, why don't you get armor? Well, I like this build. It's been working for me for a while, and it hasn't let me down too often. I mean, obviously, I lose games, but the build still works. So I don't know. I try to start with that build, and then if the game is going really bad, of course I'm going to change to something different. But I mean, it's pretty much necessary for AP Teemo. You're gonna want to get Leandris anyway, so why not start with it? And Leandris is really strong, really good for Teemo. For the magic pen, the health, since you're so fragile, you need that health boost, you need something, because otherwise, I mean, you're not gonna be able to do much. You're gonna be dying instantly. So Leandris helps. So with that burn, with the shrooms, it's crazy damage. And a lot of people ask me why I keep getting boots so early. Well, you can see how fast I am right now. Without the boots, I'm not gonna be that fast, and I like speed. I just like moving fast. It helps me chase people down. It helps me, of course, run away, because sometimes, I mean, a lot of times people keep ganking me top because everybody hates Teemo for some reason. My theory on that is because Teemo's either really good and he's on the opposite team, or he's super bad and he's on your team. And it keeps happening because not a lot of people do play Teemo, so there's a lot of bad Teemos out there. There are really good Teemos out there too, but there's a lot of bad ones, and I guess people keep getting stuck with the bad ones. Or they're against the good one. Keep getting raped. So see, even here under the tower, I keep poking her because I have a Shroom in the back, and that's why I put that Shroom there, because I know she's gonna do that. And when she trips over the Shroom, she's usually gonna try to run back. And then you can just chase her back with the boots. Because without the boots, I probably wouldn't have been able to chase her down. I wouldn't have been fast enough. So these are reasons why I get the things that I get, and they could be, I guess, unconventional for a lot of Teemo players or a lot of pro players out there, but they work for me. So I keep going with the same build, or not the same build, but I keep revolving around some base items, I guess, that I've always gotten.
An enemy has been slain.
Leandris is for sure going to be
An ally has
at
been
the top,
slain.
and um, the death cap for sure. I mean, you cannot not have death cap on Teemo. There's so much AP, such a huge AP boost. So if anything, I buy it. Actually, I think second or third, because I mean, people don't expect you to burst them down so quickly, because it just gives you a huge amount of damage boost. Right here, I'm trying to see if she's gonna push the wave fast enough, because I really like this little move here that I do, and a lot of people argue. They think that you lose a lot of creep, and yeah, I mean, you could sometimes if it's unsuccessful, but I mean, for me it works 85% of the time, maybe more. because a lot of people, first of all, don't expect you to be in the first place, and then second, they wouldn't expect you to be this patient to wait that long, you know. So they just go in, and then you can have a first shroom right there, because that shroom is gonna blow up. You know, if they're with that wave, the shroom would have blown up. They would have been slowed, and then if you were invisible right there, you can drop a second shroom. Get, you know, 2 shrooms in there, slow them down. Pretty much they're dead, unless they're tanky. Then maybe they can escape like Riven, sometimes with dash or V. She dashes out, it's really annoying. You're going to shroom ladder into the tower with ignite and everything. So it's not guaranteed kill, but 85% of the time or so. So here I decided to come and help him out because I saw that Fiora went mid. So see, she's low health and she's somewhere. I'm trying to find her. So I thought she went this way, but she went that way. So I went chasing her, even though I saw Fiddlesticks there, because he's still really fragile and he's kind of low.
Enemy killing spree.
And yeah, line regular attack, Q. Q regular attack. And that's it. That's all I needed for Fiora.
Double kill.
Just with a mask and boots, you do a ton of damage. A lot of people don't realize it because the boots not only give you the speed too, but they give you the magic pen. They say, why do you need magic pen for this? You know, when it's this early in the game, you know, they have no magic resist. Of course, they do have magic resist because I have no magic resist at all in runes or masteries, and I still have 30 magic resist. You know, per level you have 1, so they're still gonna have magic resist. So with a mask, that's 15 magic pen. With the boots, another 15. That's 30. So if they have no magic resist at all, you're doing true damage to them. So this is why I get the boots, because early level, doing true damage, especially with Teemo's damage, it's a lot. A lot of people get burst out really quick, especially when they don't expect it. That's what you want to try to do. You want to try to surprise them as much as possible. I'm not going invisible too much this game, and I'm rushing it a lot. I'm rushing the creep, as you can see. I don't know. I guess I can't just keep waiting for the creep to die. I like to rush things always. It's kind of a bad habit, and I work on it. But anyway, I'm trying to push the tower down as soon as possible because I have this thing that I want to break top before I go anywhere else, and it's kind of like, I don't know, it kind of gets impulsive sometimes to the point where, you know, I'll be doing stupid things like my team would need me and I'd still be doing top. You know, it's like, what are you doing? Come help us. But I'm still creeping top, trying to break the tower. And that's the thing. It's not that much about the creep. It's just that I'm trying to break top, I'm trying to win my lane, and then I start roaming around. And when they leave top, I try to go back up there and try to push, and rinse and repeat. Yeah, because you're so, you know, with Teemo you're so fast, especially when you get the move Quints and everything. With your W, you don't have to save your W, by the way. I use it all the time. For no reason. It responds real quick. It doesn't cost a lot of mana. Just use it whenever you want. You know, to get across the map faster or whatever. You don't need to save your W. Anyway, see how I have my little trap shroom right there ready, so I'm confident. You know, I'm not gonna back up. I'm gonna show I'm not scared, because if you show Fiora you're scared, she's gonna go for you, and if she goes for you, you're probably gonna die. So you want to keep her, you know, you want to keep her scared of you, even if you can't do too much to her, if that makes any sense. Because yeah, she does a lot of damage to Teemo. Look at that. See, like a Q regular attack, another Q. A Q and 2 regular attacks. This much health. It's crazy. Teemo does a lot of damage. So don't be afraid to poke him. And right here, I knew that if I Q regular attack and ignite her, she's gonna die. I didn't expect to get ganked, but I ended up surviving anyway. You want to drop a shroom when this happens immediately. So that's why I try to keep a shroom on me at all times, because you know you never know what's gonna happen. If somebody's gonna dive you, or somebody's gonna jump on you, you want to drop a shroom right in front of you. That way, they're either gonna hit it, get slowed. They're gonna try backing up. If they're close to your tower, then you can just chase them back and do a lot of damage to them and kill them probably. So just always keep one shroom on you. But otherwise, you want to drop shrooms as much as you can. Another thing is the mana pots. I don't see a lot of people buying mana pots. I don't understand why. Because mana is super important, especially to me. I mean, after I hit level 6, after I get shrooms, mana is more important to me than health pots, because you want to be dropping shrooms at all times. You want to feel as safe as possible. As you can see, the river's warded. I haven't warded too much yet, but usually you want to ward up the whole river and their top bush, just in case somebody's hiding and they're trying to gank from the top. I place shrooms right there because people, when they're with the wave, pushing the wave, they're never in the middle. They're usually on the sides, if you think. So when they're at the sides, they're dancing around. They're eventually gonna hit the shroom, and if there's like a bunch of creep there, the shroom's gonna explode and get some of the creep too. So it's a good place to put them. I mean, it works for me every time. I put them in places where I'm sure that they're gonna get hit, so my shrooms aren't gonna get wasted and choose the spear without getting hit. So you want to put them in all the spots that you're sure that they're gonna land. I don't put too many in the bushes, because everybody expects Teemo to put shrooms in the bushes, so they don't go in the bushes anyway. So I put the shrooms there, and as you can see, that little shroom that I put in there, it's great bait, because she didn't expect it. She went for me, and of course I back up until she hits the shroom, and then I chase her back. And it pretty much works 80% of the time or so. Those shrooms, guys, you gotta use the shrooms. Like if you're playing Teemo, and this is why I don't understand people playing AD Teemo, because the shrooms do so much damage, especially with Leandries and with the magic pen, and it's just they do crazy damage. I mean, on ADCs, I mean even on Fiora, as you can see, oh my god, I'm just melting her. And I dropped that shroom right there just in case she wants to creep. When she wants to creep, she's gonna have to go through them shroom first. It just kind of slows her down a little bit. And a lot of people do actually end up hitting the shrooms anyway, not expecting to do a lot of damage, and then they melt like a quarter of their health off. So I keep pushing, try to break my top. As you can see, my team's been fighting. I haven't really been doing too much, helping them, but I've won my lane. That's what matters to me, really. You can't really expect to be helping the whole team. That's the jungle's job. So you should try to win your lane. If your lane's secure, I mean, top is top, then it's gonna be 4v4. If top is gonna be bottom, then you can be pushing the tower. You can break their top if nobody's gonna be there. Otherwise, you're gonna have to have somebody top at all times. So the team should be 4v4 at all times. That way, it shouldn't be a problem unless your team is really bad. You're also going to want to do sneak attacks on people like this. You want to place a shroom right next to you, and then a shroom somewhere a little bit farther away. That way they can hit it. By the time they get to you, they can maybe hit 2 shrooms, and then you can pop out of nowhere with that 40% burst speed and kill them. You can burst people down really quickly like that, especially when they're not expecting it, popping out of nowhere. So yeah, guys, just keep playing Teemo, I guess. Just like any other champion, you have to practice. But I hope whatever I tried to explain in this video helps. And thank you guys. I really appreciate you subscribing. And yeah, I'm happy you like my stuff.